Says we are live. Try to bring it up on YouTube. Give me a minute here. Okay, I am live, and tonight's topic is how dark is too dark for your game. Recently had a discussion with this with my group. How dark do you want to get with your group? It's entirely up to you as the GM or DM, and entirely up to the group that you're with. Because the group that I'm with currently, we have we kind of keep it at a PG-13. So there's there's definitely violence and whatnot, but we try to keep it language down, and we try to keep the details down. I think the darkest I've gotten with this group is we've had slavers. We were in the Underdark, and they were going through the Underdark looking or trying to get past through the Underdark, and they came across a slave trading. So they had to stop, and they bought a young human out of the slaves and took them back home outside of the Underdark. So that's about as dark as we got. So it says I got one watching out there. Don't be shy. Go ahead and throw a post up out in the side chat if you have questions or anything or a story. So, but I'm not going to be too long tonight, I don't think. I got to get up in the morning, so I don't want to be too late, and I don't want to drag us on too long because there's not too much to talk about. Save or Die, how you doing, Hate? If you don't know Save or Die channel, go check him out. If you look at the side chat, you can click on his name and go straight to his page from there. So, Save or Die, we are talking about how dark is too dark for your game. That's something you got to test the waters, push the limits, but you have to know your group. And whether you have a session 0 and discuss that, that's up to you. Or as you're going, you discuss it with your group before you get into it. I think the worst scenario would be playing a session and then having someone from the group come over and say, hey, that was kind of dark. I really didn't like that. So you got to watch that. So I think that's one thing you don't want to have happen. You don't want to lose your players. So keep that in mind. Well, I had 2 people. I'm down to 1. I guess somebody got bored. But if you got anything to say it out in the side chat. And if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate it. And leave me a comment down below, and I'll get back to you. But how dark is too dark for your group? Sound off in the comments. Hate's at work. I kind of figured that, but I figured you're probably listening, not watching. I do that sometimes with John. I'll plug in my headphones at work and try and listen to the chat in the morning. And sometimes I can do that, sometimes I can't. Sometimes you gotta catch the machine and change the parts. So, but yeah, I figured you wouldn't be on the side chat very much. Like I said before, I'm not going to be on too long. I'm already creeping up on 5 minutes. So I just wanted to throw out this quick live stream and quick talk about the darkness of your games, because I was watching, oh geez, I think it was the How to Be a Great Game Master, and he was talking about that, and it started. My wheels started turning. I was thinking, ooh, I could go a little darker with my game, and then I started talking to some of my players and said, maybe not. So, like I said, the darkest that we got is some drow trading slaves or selling slaves, and it happened to be that night the person that plays the paladin wasn't there. I don't think, but we did buy a human boy slave and took him back and freed him and got him back to his parents. He was like a 12-year-old boy. So that's about as dark as we get. I've gotten darker when I was younger, as I was a DM. Gotten a little crazy, but I'm not going to go into that. So I just wanted to drop this quick video, live stream. And if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate it. And do me a favor, click like and subscribe. And you can leave a comment down below so I know you watched and what you think. And if you want to, leave me a little story of your game. With that, I'm going to get going. So, have a good game.